Good evening once again. All new at 6 tonight. The 7 Eyewitness News I-Team is uncovering 18 months worth of Buffalo police complaints, revealing how the department holds its own officers accountable. Now, access to this data was made possible by a series of police reforms, all spurred by the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis and the global Black Lives Matter movement. Tonight, our I-Team Chief Investigator Charlie Specht shows us how most internal affairs cases are resolved in the Buffalo Police Department.
Police reform laws recently passed in Albany mean for the first time the public is getting a look at how departments like Buffalo police their own officers. But police and those who study them are in disagreement on what those findings mean. The 7 Eyewitness News I-Team analyzed 18 months of Buffalo Police internal affairs data that's posted on the department website. Our analysis shows that when Internal Affairs opens a case on officers in Buffalo, 75% of the time the officers are not faulted. 25% of the time they are faulted by internal investigators. Rachel Moran is a law professor at the University of St. Thomas in Minneapolis. In 2016, she wrote a paper in the Buffalo Law Review titled "Ending the Internal Affairs Farce."
So yeah, I absolutely recognize it's a strong word, but I don't think this is just a mildly flawed system. I think it's a system designed to protect officers.
Moran says in many departments, officers are often exonerated by internal affairs, meaning the alleged facts were justified. In Buffalo, 55% of cases fall under that category. Then there's not sustained, meaning insufficient evidence exists to clearly prove the allegation, and sustained, meaning the allegation was proven. In Buffalo, 26% of allegations are sustained, while 19% are not sustained.
To me, it means we did some minimal amount of research and decided it was too hard to tell. So we're going to say it's not sustained.
It's not how I look at it at all.
But Captain Ronaldo says not sustained does not mean an officer is cleared of wrongdoing. Many allegations against Lieutenant DeLong and other officers whose records have been made public are not sustained.
It may give the appearance that the officers are exonerated in those instances, but it's not an exoneration. It's the inability to prove whether or not that alleged conduct occurred.
And Ronaldo says those rulings often occur because citizens do not want to follow up on their original complaints. But the allegations remain in an officer's file, which Ronaldo said frustrates those officers.
Who would want to have a closed case in their record for conduct they didn't do? I dare say nobody.
I can tell you they thoroughly investigate everything. We have the attorney bills to prove it.
Police Union President John Evans goes a step further, casting doubt on the veracity of many citizen complaints.
You can take half of those right and throw them right in the garbage. Okay, half of them are just routine. It's procedural now for criminals to get locked up, come over, make a complaint, and go on. I would attribute literally half of them to just total BS.
Police reform advocates say the lack of sustained complaints shows that the system of police investigating themselves simply doesn't work. But there is no word yet on whether a new civilian oversight board will be created here in Buffalo. For the I-Team, Charlie Specht, 7 Eyewitness News.